And that's the reason when we take antibiotics, then our stomach gets upset. Because what antibiotics do, they kill gut bacteria.
Sorry, go ahead, please.
Thank you for an extremely clear presentation, Dr. Modi. With regard to things people can do to manage their mental health, you mentioned numerous interventions. We talked about yoga and gut bacteria and whatnot. But what I'd like to know is, can prayer, that's one thing, and also cannabidiol, not THC, but cannabidiol, or any of these other things, have they been shown clinically to restore the chemical balance? Most of what we're talking about is observational. I feel better, I did this, I feel better. But compared to the baseline blood constituent, have any of these interventions been proven to improve the balance, chemical balance?
So I'll talk about your second question first, marijuana, which is cannabis. To be honest with you, we are not in favor of that because research shows that it helps with anxiety somewhat, but with developing brain, because our brains stop developing after age 18. We have to understand, most of our brain's connection happens around age 18 or 20, and after that we try to learn and then different neurocircuit happens. But most of our development happens by age 18, and that's the reason government has given authority to vote, because after that we make a sound statement, sound decision. So if kids or teenagers, when they abuse marijuana, before that age, there are chances they will develop schizophrenia or psychosis. So that's the number one thing, and that's the reason we do not recommend. You don't wanna mess up with your mind, to be honest with you, because when these anxiety, when these schizophrenia, when these things strike you, things will be different. You know, things will be different for you. So I would not recommend that. Yes, it helps with anxiety, it helps with pain for some people, but if you have a severe pain that's not been treated by any other medication, it's okay to use that one there. And about your first question, prayer.
Well, anything that will restore the chemical balance. Does anything restore the chemical balance?
So these chemicals has to be synthesized by our body. Okay, it's very difficult for us to inject any chemicals from our IV or by taking a pill and having effect on your brain. Can you believe that? Like, if we inject any drugs or if we take medication, it goes through a lot of things, and it has to pass blood-brain barrier, which is brain protects itself from any danger, from anything. So all the medications, everything what we take has to go through all these systems and go through a brain. So by the time it reaches to the brain, most of them being filtered. Okay? So the real thing is that in order to restore, we have to have a more nerves to be synthesized. So we can have a long-lasting serotonin, and that's where exercise helps. That's where healthy eating helps. That's where sleep helps, because when we get a good sleep, brain gets a time to heal. Brain gets a time to synthesize more neurons, and those are long-lasting effects.
I think your question is, whatever you do, does it restore the balance? That's what your question. It's very hard to prove,
Yes.
let me tell you. However, the Royal Ottawa Hospital in Ottawa, you probably read it last year, a big write-up. They have acquired equipment and they are looking for donations. And what's the purpose of that? The purpose is exactly the question that you are asking. What you are doing, whether it's chemicals, medication, breathing exercise, or anything else, what happens inside? So that new technology, whether it's isotopes, whether it's blood flow studies, those are the things they are planning to do, and I hope that will answer your question. But that is the most fundamental question. Are we restoring the biochemical imbalance by what we are talking here. And I think all what I have said is mostly from animal studies. That's where we are. But let's hope with that technology, we may be able to answer in humans. Any other question? Please go ahead.
I mean, it may be my misconception or something, but I've been taught like if you really think right and positive, or you do the right mental exercise, the chances of going either anxiety or depression is less. Is it true or something?
Sorry, what I didn't hear you.
No, like positive thinking, will it really help in?
Yes, yes. We have to have a good chemicals, and that happens from positive thinking. We cannot go longer if we have lots of negative things going in our mind. We have to have a good things in our mind. That's the reason in India people were doing laughing therapy, because what they're trying to do, they're trying to relieve the stress. We have to have good chemicals running, and for that, we try to have a positive thinking. More positive you are, yes, more it's gonna make you feel better.
Last question. Sorry. Go ahead, please.
Is there a connection between autism and depression with kids with the autism?
They perceive things differently. Autism is a very challenging and very difficult thing. For kids to have autism, it's very sad, because they see social interaction differently. They see life differently than what we perceive things differently. We understand people's emotions, what you're feeling through, what others are going through. Autistic kids, they could not. They cannot express themselves very well.
Right.
So if something is going in there, that's very difficult.
But when they grow up, like
Yes.
it will become more
Yes,
depressed or something?
any predisposing mental illness or medical illness makes you more depressed, yes, it's possible.
Last question. Sekar.
I have a question. You just said in India people laugh their heads off. Fake laughing and real laughing, real.
Real laughing is real. Oh, imagine. Yeah, you have to understand, if you are in a laughing seminar or any place,
Yeah, please, hold on. Go ahead.
yeah, if you're in any place where that keeps you laugh, and for that particular 1 hour, if you forget all your stress, you forget everything what you had or what you need to do or what you worry about, then that would be the best time for your brain to synthesize all these neurochemicals. Because that's a very good feeling inside. You have to have a mind, fullness for few minutes or at least for 45 minutes once in a day. What is mindfulness? You put all your worries aside and just think about at that present moment, nothing else. You have to stop all your worries.
I'm sure you would like me to thank Dr. Modi on your behalf.